Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be talking about my November favorites, and I have quite a few things here. I haven't done a favorites in a very long time, only because I haven't been consistent, and I'm trying to change that now. So we are going to go through some of my favorites for the last couple months, of course, because I haven't had any updates. And let's get into it. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe. Alright guys, so I want to go ahead and take this a little bit in order. I will try to move as fast as I can because there are quite some products here. So like I said, this is for a couple months now that I've been loving this stuff, and it's quite a few things, so we're going to take it in the order I would do things. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is this Volition Prismatic Luminizing Shield SPF 50, and this is a sunscreen. I used this right before I put my primer on, and I started really getting into the habit of doing this only because I want to take my skincare very seriously, and whether the sun is out, whether it's cold outside, I want to make sure that I am doing all the steps that are required to protect my skin, of course. And this is a very beautiful product. If you guys want to see, I went ahead and poured the product out. It has a prismatic look on it, and the lovely part about this is that it's not greasy. It's a little like prismatic, but it's not severe, doesn't have glitter particles, doesn't smell like sunscreen whatsoever, doesn't feel too heavy on the skin, and that is exactly why I love it. I am combination, and I cannot use heavy duty SPFs only because it makes me more oily, and that doesn't work. And I believe this retails for around $40 around there. I'm not going to say this exact price because I don't remember. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and talk about foundations, because that's the next thing I have here. And there's only been two foundations I have absolutely found myself going back over and over and over again. I have a full collection of foundations. You can see a little back here. Really can't see much, but I probably have like 20 bottles, 30 bottles of foundation there. But there's two foundations that I continue finding myself going back to, and that is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation and the Maybelline Super Stay. Now you guys heard me talk about this foundation in other videos, so I'm not going to get too much into it, but this is a super matte foundation, full coverage. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It makes the skin look absolutely flawless, and that's why I love it. And this is very affordable. Yes, both products are drugstore products. I do have some high ends, but I find myself going back to these two. Now this one is from Makeup Revolution. This took me off a little bit only because it has a doe foot applicator, but I must say I actually love that about this foundation. It's very quick and easy. If I want to be on a rush, this is the foundation I go for. Also full coverage. This one is not that matte, but it's not dewy either. It looks more natural on the skin, and this is, I believe, around $11. Super affordable, super stay power. It looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin, and that's what I love about it. Now moving along, I've only have one concealer that I kind of been finding myself going to a little too much, and that is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. This is one of the most natural yet full coverage concealers that I've been using, that I've been loving. It doesn't look dry on my under eyes, and I like that. Can't complain. I've used this product for 2 years now. This is my newer bottle, and already I am running out, which is crazy. I also have a backup. I keep backups of these because this is really one of those concealers that never has let anybody down, which is a good thing. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to another set of primers, and that's my eyeshadow primer. So I usually went back to doing concealer on my eyeshadows, but I did notice at some point that it doesn't last that long. So I went back to using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this is why you need an eyeshadow primer, because it makes your eyeshadow look absolutely gorgeous and last throughout the whole day. But one that I've really been going after as well is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer, and this really amplifies the colors, make them pop out more. But that's not the only thing that this is amazing for. This is a very tacky base. It's not sticky in the sense that it causes your eyeshadows to like look mushy and muddy. It's not that at all, but it makes your eyeshadows last for a very long time, and the eyeshadows stick to it absolutely beautiful. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but I do find it worth it. I also like the applicator, which is weird. It looks like a ear, one of those cotton puffs for the ears. I love that, and a little goes a long way with this. I've had this since it came out, and it's the product I've been liking. I've also started using the P. Louise eyeshadow base. I recently got it to try it out, so you know, you guys will hear about that in the future. I didn't want to put it in this video only because I haven't been using it that long, whereas these two eyeshadow primers, I've been using this one for over a year and this one for more than 5 months, and I can honestly tell you that those are really good products. Moving on, we are going to talk about bronzers. Now I have 3 bronzers. I know it's crazy, but bronzers are really my thing, only because I feel like it brings a look really together, whether that's a sunny bronzer or to contour with. It can really define your face. Now 3 bronzers that I've really been digging has been the Wet n Wild bronzer in the color doesn't have a color, but I think this is the medium shade, and I've been loving this. It blends out absolutely beautiful. It has this brown, it's not too orangey, which is what I like about it, and it blends out beautiful, and I think it retails for only $5, which is absolutely amazing. The next one is the CYO bronzing powder in the shade medium. This one is a little on the orange side, not ridiculously on the orange side. I'm gonna go ahead and put it there. But look how similar those look. Like, it's probably why I like it so much. But this one is a little more orangey than the Wet n Wild one. This is, I believe, like $6-7 at Dwayne Reed, and I absolutely love this bronzer. It blends out beautifully and it amplifies everything. And lastly, the last bronzer I've been loving for these last couple months is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in Saddle. And this one, I must say, guys, I think this is all the same shades. No, this one is actually more brownish, but it doesn't have the doesn't have like the orange base. It has more of a gray undertone, which I like, especially if I'm looking to contour, because not always am I looking to bronze up, or not always do I want to define contour. I would like a bronzer that can, you know, do both of it. The other two are really affordable. This one is a little more on the price. It's not that pricey, but it is a little on the pricier side compared to the other two. It is absolutely blendable, absolutely beautiful color. It is just all depending on what you're willing to spend and what you like. Now for blush, I've been loving 2 blushes. This is Pixie Fresh Face Blush in Beach Rose, and I recently got this at Gen Beauty at the Pixie booth for free. And this is a very beautiful mauve shade, I would say. It's the color right here, and I just love how it's a little powdery, but it doesn't feel powdery when you touch it. It feels creamy. It has a weird texture to it. It is an absolute beautiful color, and it's not too heavy. I don't like heavy blushes, I must say. Look at that. It's not heavy. It blends out absolutely beautiful, and it is more on the affordable side. Pixie can be a little iffy as far as prices. When you go to Target, they can be a little on the pricier side, but they're more affordable than other products, and they actually work. The last blush is the Blush Trio by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Peachy Love one, and I love all these colors. I have used individually each color every day of this week that I just finished passing. One has a little bit of shimmer on it, and that is the shade Mommy, and that's an absolutely beautiful color. It is right here. It is hard to see, which is why I kind of like it, because you can blend it up to look like something. See, it's a little orangey there, and then you got this middle shade, and this is the shade Ginger, and I like this one because it is more orangey. I love orangey shades on my cheek. They're like my favorite. And then the last one is the Nectarine, and the Nectarine one is more of a mauve mixed with some orangey in there. If you can see it in the pan, it's like kind of a pinkish orange mauve color. It is a mixed color, but I love this blush trio. I get really good use out of it. I love that fact that it's 3 instead of 1. A little bit on the pricey side, but so worth the money. And then we're going to go ahead and talk about powders. I've been loving 2 powders, 2 that I've had for a couple months now. I think this one for over a year, and this one I've had for since it's came out. But I stopped using it, and then I picked it up again, and now I remember why I love this so much. This is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder in Banana. This really brightens up my under eye, and it is a very finely milled powder. It doesn't look too chunky on the face, doesn't make your face look more cakey or powdery. And I feel like when you set it with the MAC Fix Plus, it really melted in beautifully on the skin. Another is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair Light. This really blurs your pores. Very 2 affordable products. I believe this one's like $6 and this one is like $11, $13. Absolutely beautiful products. They make your under eye look absolutely gorgeous, and I sometimes use it to set the entire face, and I love how my face looks. It really blurred out, especially with the Fit Me Loose powder. My face look very blurred out, like Facetune blurred out, and I don't use Facetune, but I just love the look that it gives, and it's super affordable compared to these setting powders that are so expensive nowadays, even though I love those too. But there are people out there who prefer to not spend that much money for something you can have at the drugstore, and those 2 are what you can have at the drugstore. Moving right along, my favorite lashes of the month. So I'm not a big lash person, but recently I have been trying to incorporate lashes in my looks. Not every day, because it is a little difficult. I do work and I am a mom, so it's a little difficult to take time out in my morning that I'm already taking out to do makeup to then have to put lashes. I mean, I've mastered lashes now, so it's gone a little faster. Maybe I should incorporate it a little bit. But as far as my YouTube videos, me going out, hanging out, any of those sorts, I will put lashes. And the lashes that I've absolutely been loving that I received in my BoxyCharm is the Lashaholic Luxury Lashes. And these are the lashes I have in my eyes right now. And they look beautifully natural, but they also look amplified. And that's what I love. I don't want nothing that's too crazy, but I want something that gives me something. And this is what it does. Now, I don't know what lashes exactly. This is the Instagram lashes. My bad. And they come in this absolutely beautiful box, and I keep it to put the lashes back in. This is my 4th time using it, and I just love them. I don't know if they're affordable. I gotta go check on the website, probably order more, but I have so many lashes I have to get through first. But these are one of the lashes that I have been reaching for every single time. Now for brows, I have been loving 2 brow pencils and 1 setting brow product. Now my 2 brow pencils you guys have heard endlessly on this channel, and this is the Winky Lux brow pencil. Yeah, there's not much of it, but this is the Winky Lux brow pencil. It came in a BoxyCharm. Absolutely good brow pencil. I don't like the shape of it, but I make it work no matter what. And then the other one is the Maybelline Total Temptation Soft Brown Brow Definer, and it looks like this. Also the shape, not that best, but it's an actually good product, very creamy. I love the other end of it. I feel like it gets more into the hairs. And to set my brows, I have been really digging the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. This looks like a weird product. It looks very like it has some white stuff on it. It was very scary to deal with, but I feel like it gives your brows more fibers. It is very affordable, very small, but that's what you get for the price. And I love how it keeps my brows in place. I'm actually using it right now along with the Maybelline Temptation brow pencil, and I love how my brows look a little fuller, not too crazy, but it keeps my brows in place. Now guys, we're almost at the end of this video, so I'm going to try to speed it up. But for lashes, the only thing I've noticed that I've been reaching for is my Essence of False Lashes Mascara. I've been using it pretty much every single video that I've had since I started filming again. And even when I go to work, I grab this because it just works. I don't have to put on false lashes, and it actually makes my lashes look false. Amplified, I guess we could say. Another thing is lips. For lips, I have been loving the glossy, healthy lip look that's been going around. I've been loving the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow. I love that it's not so sticky, but it's so glossy. and it gives like a healthy smoothness to your lips. Like if you have chapped lips and but you still want something, this is an absolutely good product. I don't really get chapped lips, but I put it on my daughter sometimes and she loves it. The other product is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish. This is an absolutely beautiful color, and I love how healthy it makes your lips look. Like it doesn't have your lips looking, it's not too matte on the lips. It gives this healthy lip color on your lips, but it dries down and it lasts pretty much all day. Like I don't really ever have issues. It doesn't transfer on my food or anything, which is one thing I hate because I always end up getting, yeah, you know the story. But look how beautiful that color is, and it's not too much, but if you want to really calm the look down or your lips down, but you still want a little bit of a pop color, this is an absolutely beautiful product. And this is in the shade Very Healthy. It's healthy, guys. But I'm considering of picking up more of their lip products because they are absolutely beautiful. There is no ifs, ands, or buts on this one. Finally, we are reaching the end of this video. I have some skin products. Oh no, we didn't go over eyeshadow. We got a few more. So I found myself using my MAC Fix Plus again to set down any powderiness that I have on my face. I did it today, and then after I'm completely done, I go ahead and spray with a setting spray. This absolutely melts the products in your skin and makes it look very healthy. Like I feel like my skin looks really healthy. Now for eyeshadows, I've been loving two palettes, and this is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. This is an absolutely beautiful palette, and it's very affordable. I think it retails for $12. You have your cool tones and you have your warm tones. You have some colors that you can use on a regular basis, and then you have your pops of color, which is what I love. And another reason why I love this is because for $12, the shades are actually very beautiful. Let me go ahead and show you some swatches. Look at those colors. And I've been finding myself reaching for this palette consistently. I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of the matte shades so you guys can see what we're working with here. No, that's like a corally color. I did a tutorial on a coral color, on the Pantone color of the year, and the coral. That's why you see this look. And I'm loving the coral, but this is how it swatches. I love that you don't have to go spend a crazy amount of money to be able to create a beautiful look and have every color you possibly need to do that. I believe this is a great starter for people who are actually starting, but we do get on a little pricier side. And it is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. This palette retails for $129. I choke every time I say it. But this palette is so beautiful. This is her original formula, and these golds are absolutely gorgeous. The mattes are beautiful. I know we have a lot of golds in our collection, but these golds are like it. I'm going to go ahead and show you some swatches. It is very pricey, but I find myself going back to this palette consistently because the shades are just that beautiful. Like I can't get enough. Look at that. And that's a matte shade right there, like, and it gives off a little bit of a vibe of a green, and these are the gold. Oh my god, I love this palette. There is no way no way that this couldn't be the palette. I honestly will probably say this is the palette of the year, hands down. Formulation is absolutely amazing. It is the Natasha Denona regular formulation from her Sunset palette. I know there's been some changes, but I love all her palettes. I personally make things work. And I'm not just saying that, but I like making things work. I like to try new techniques and different things to make things work. I don't like to just write something off because everybody else doesn't like it. Lastly, to remove my makeup, I have two products that I have been loving, and I don't know what's going to happen when I run out because I have so many that I have to go through that I don't know what to do with myself. But to remove my eye makeup, I've been using the oil-free eye makeup remover Up and Up from Target. This is compared to Neutrogena, and it's only like, I think I bought two of them for $8 or $5. absolutely beautiful. It doesn't irritate my eye, which is a lot of the problems between using some eye makeup removers. My eyes are easily irritated. I have very sensitive eyes, very dry eyes on top of it. I have to take medication for my eyes, well, eye drops, and I can't have something making things worse for me. And this absolutely works, doesn't irritate my eye, removes everything. I don't have to go back and try to remove anything with anything further. And of course I always remove my eye makeup first. But when I'm done removing my eye makeup, I go ahead and use my Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. And I have absolutely been loving what this has been doing to my skin and how it breaks up the makeup and how quickly it removes the makeup with no residue behind. Now, I'm saying this because I stopped using makeup wipes only because I was having severe breakouts. I do still have breakouts here and there, but I've noticed that since I stopped using makeup wipes, I've had less and less breakouts than I was having. I was even having cystic acne, and I can't tell you, knock on wood, when's the last time I've had cystic acne on my face. Like, I really can't tell you, and I can say this because since I removed makeup wipes and some other products out of my life, my skin has severely changed. And I'm telling you, using a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm before you cleanse your face to break down your makeup will actually help. It won't irritate the skin, and it is a natural way of doing so. So yeah, I've been loving this product. You guys should consider getting it. There are different companies. The next one I'll be using is the Sephora oil to remove makeup, and then after that I'll be trying out the Pharmacy Green Balm makeup remover. Alright guys, this is the end of my video. I hope you guys had maybe some of your favorites in this video, and if you have any dislikes that I shared that I actually love, leave a comment below. I would like to see that. I would like to hear why. I would also like to hear that you guys actually have some favorites that I've had. If you guys like videos like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I see you guys next time. Thank you.